the biggest challenge leaders face today is inability to understand the reality. I'll explain why. There are decades when nothing happens, and then there are weeks when decades happen. We have been through a series of such periods in the last 5 years, starting with COVID crisis, stubborn inflation, wars in Ukraine and Gaza, rampant inequality, climate risks, and the perils of artificial intelligence. It has been a period when the fault lines of governance were exposed raw and bare. It was clear that these events are not accidents or random acts of nature. These are the consequence and a reprimand to the human race for our collective misdeeds of the past. We forget that 300 years ago, Enlightenment and the Industrial Revolution completely tore down the foundations of an ancient order. Seemingly permanent kings, religious heads, tribal chiefs, and feudal lords were all thrown out in a jiffy. They never thought it would happen. Now again, multiple new hammers are chiseling our world all the time. Virtually everything has changed. But for leaders, the past beliefs, prejudices, and habits still stay with us. We cannot distinguish between arrogance and ignorance. We thought we know the answers to every question, but we don't realize that all the questions have changed. We think we are learning all the time, yet we don't change. Strangely, when one learns, one doesn't change. You change only when you absorb. I often relate an ordinary experience when I make myself a cup of coffee or fresh lime, and I put some sugar in it. And then when I taste it, it's not sweet. That is because I didn't stir the sugar. Similarly, we keep getting information, knowledge. We don't absorb it, so nothing happens. What we know continues to be an impediment in being open to what we don't know. So the biggest leadership challenge today is inability to understand the reality. And more than that, it's the unwillingness even to face the reality.